Welcome back to Personal Pension Radio. This is episode 254. Got a great question that came in from Natalie. Before I get there, wherever you might be listening to this or watching this, yes, it is on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. If you're watching the video, please leave a comment. Give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I'm working on building up my YouTube subscriber base, which is always tough because I'm not doing anything crazy controversial. I'm not filling my swimming pool with Jell-O and diving in. So please help me boost up the YouTube subscription. Like it, hit the bell icon, and if you're on Facebook or LinkedIn, please leave a comment, ask a question, or send me an email, Craig with a K, at craigstrom.com. Now, this question came in from Natalie in San Diego, and so I'm just going to read it here. She says, "Hello, Craig. I love your show. Thank you very much. My husband and I are worried that we might be sued after a car accident." Sorry to hear that. "We own 2 rental properties, and I also heard about this new law, Prop 19, and now I'm really scared." If you haven't already listened to my Watch Your Step segment, and you live in Southern California or California in general, definitely go listen to Watch Your Step as well. And Prop 19 is just one of the worst, probably the worst thing that's ever happened legislatively here in California in a long time. And we're number one on a lot of bad things. So she says, "I'm really worried now with Prop 19. I'm scared. My question is whether we should quit claim our rental property to my son before the end of the year." Okay, I'm going to make sure to unpack that a little bit. I want to be clear. Natalie says that she and her husband own a rental properties or 2 rental properties, and they want to know if they should quit claim these properties to their son. Prop 19 scares them. But did you catch that in the beginning? A car accident. I checked in with them. I didn't want to answer this one without a little more information. So there was a car accident. He was actually in a car accident that was basically his fault. And now they're worried about lawsuit. They're worried about being sued because in California especially, and in the United States, we are the lawsuit capital of the world. So the question is, should we transfer our properties to our son before the end of the year? And the answer is, whoa, stop right there. Okay, so I contacted Natalie, like I said, for some more information. We need to go through some of these details. Number one, if the accident has already happened, you cannot effectively engage in asset protection. Asset protection is where you build the appropriate legal and insurance protections around your assets so that creditors, predators, floozies, and gigolos cannot come and take your stuff. Right? That's asset protection. You cannot effectively engage in asset protection after the car accident. You can't call the insurance company and ask for more fire insurance while your house is on fire. You can't do that. They just won't help you, okay? So the other part of that is if you are then engaged in asset transfers, let's say transferring a property to your son, that could be, I'm not the lawyer, but that could be deemed a fraudulent transfer. That could be seen as a fraudulent transfer, which may make you look very bad in court when you've got someone suing you and they're looking at whether or not to pass judgment upon you, and they look at these transfers that have happened and they say, whoa, they're trying to hide stuff and move things around. That's a fraudulent transfer. It's probably not a good thing to do. Number 2, if you own rental properties, we should have a very specific conversation about protecting those rental properties. They should be wrapped in the properly designed LLC structure. It's so important that you hear that. LLCs are pitched on the radio, on various Google advertisements. I see it all the time, that you're just going to get myself a Nevada LLC and everything's fine. No. Go back and listen to episode 253. I covered this in more detail. the idea of inside out and outside in liability when it comes to protecting business property, LLC properties, rentals and such, definitely should have the rental properties wrapped in the appropriate LLCs. Unfortunately, Natalie and her husband own the properties. They have a living trust, good, but they own the properties, the rental properties, in their living trust, which provides zero asset protection. Zero. So you can't engage in asset protection LLC work after the car accident. It's probably not going to be useful. It might actually be a bad thing. We still need to dig in and look at the specifics. We may be able to do something, and we're going to do that. Natalie and her husband are already in the process of meeting with our founding attorney, Harry Barth, so looking forward to that. But we need to have a very specific conversation about proper LLC design. LLCs are not created equal. They really need to be done right. Now, number 3, yes, Prop 19 is terrible, horrible, abominable, and generally the worst thing to happen in California and California tax law in a long time. But no, okay? You should not simply transfer property to your son. That is not a good idea. Just doing a deed and recording a transfer to your son could have huge detrimental impact. It just could be a bad thing. Okay. Number 4, the only good advice any financial planner or any attorney or any paralegal, right, should give you at this point is to meet with an asset protection attorney that specializes in real estate. Lo and behold, that's what our firm does. Barth Calderon, the firm that I work with, we specialize in business clients with rental real estate. We'll do right at the beginning of a family, we'll do the basic estate plan, living trust, and all that good stuff, right through very complicated business transactions, real estate protection, all of that. That's what we do. Our founder, I've mentioned him several times, Harry Barth, has presented to the California Bar Association on Prop 19. Who did the Bar Association ask to teach and present and to be an expert on Prop 19? Harry Barth. We just had a webinar with 500 people on Prop 19. So schedule some time. If you have a question about how to protect your assets, about whether or not you're currently protected, does your LLC that you have right now actually give you the protection you think it does? Hint, probably not. Schedule some time with me so we can get things lined up and make sure that you're on track. Send me an email, Craig with a K, at craigstrom.com. If you're watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn, you can also send me a comment down there. I look forward to connecting with you. And please, take action on this. Get excited about it, because this Prop 19 thing, it's bad, right? But the idea that folks will procrastinate protection and accidents can happen at any time. And as soon as the accident or the incident happens, you're basically frozen. You're frozen out from being able to actually protect all of those things that now you're worried about. So take action. Get excited. Craig with a K at craigstrom.com. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.